Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. If you like watching hybrid cars, if you find interesting how a new era of vehicles started showing up, and if you like to know more, what was the first car that started being a mass production hybrid car, well, you're looking at the right video because the Toyota Prius, it's the one. Now, let me give you a proper presentation. What you guys are looking at right now, and I'm also looking at it, it's a 143 scale 2009 Toyota Prius. Now, what did I mention before as this being the first mass production? Yes, it was the first hybrid car in mass production by Toyota. And Toyota, when they built the Prius, they wanted to be the car for the 21st century. So they thought this was the car of the future, and not just thought about it. They were quite in the right path because I'm not sure in your country, but at least in North America, the Prius was a big hit. It was especially not the very first generation. If you remember, it was more like a hatch, like a sedan, which was the 1997 generation. But starting with the second generation, that was a big hit that sold in big numbers. And this right here, the one that we're looking at right now, it's actually the third generation of the Toyota Prius. Like I said, it was um, it launched in 2009 as a 2010 model, and it lasted all the way down to 2015. Okay, it was assembled in Japan, also in Thailand, and in China. So the three factories were in Asia for the world market. You know, again, this was and it still is one of the ones to beat as a hybrid car, one that gets the best gas mileage and mileage altogether. Nowadays you find almost every brand out there makes a hybrid model, but not every brand makes a reliable hybrid model. And Toyota was able to reach that goal with these cars. And again, these are the cars that are going to be driving to race your friends or show off in as the best looking car of the year. Not everyone likes the style, especially the second and third generations. They're being it's like a hatchback. The first generation was more of a sedan, and these are more hatchback. But I find them pretty good, attractive cars. I think they're quite good looking. They have the looks. They look even in 2004 when they came with the second generation. They were quite attractive. Okay, they only made them as a 5 door liftback. That was the only. And just so you know, the engine of the hybrid system, it was a 1.8, and you also had the electric engine was it says power 60 kilowatts. Okay, transmissions is only a one-speed planetary gear. It's called one-speed planetary gear. Pretty nice looking car. I like the style. All right, everyone. I'm gonna let this beautiful car go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. As I'm reading a little bit more about the car, it says here that when Toyota stated its goal, they want to sell over 400,000 Prius annually worldwide. And just in the United States, they wanted to sell 180,000 units. So they did, did pretty well. But it says here, as a result, in May of 2009, production was increased. So they had increased the monthly units built per month to reach those numbers. Okay. Also, I was also reading that in when they came up with this generation, they had to lower the price in example in Asia because it was trying to compete with the Honda Insight. So they had to lower the at least by 2 million yens, which is the Japanese currency, to compete with the Honda Insight. If you're familiar with the Honda Insight, was like the biggest rival of the Toyota Prius back in the early um, 2000s, probably, and they sold good, but not in the same numbers as the Toyota Prius by any means. All right, everyone. Before I forget, this is a diecast model, and it's made by J Collections. As you know, they make quite an interesting collection of models, and but a lot of them are mostly copies of other brands. From what I'm noticing, I forgot if they have a connection with either IXO or Kyosho. I forgot exactly the connection with the other brands they have. All right, everyone. Let me know in the comments below what thoughts you have of the Toyota Prius. Was it a car that you like to see? Was it sold in your country? Were they reliable? Do you still see them around? Were they did they sell in good numbers? That's another thing I'm interested in knowing because it really depends. Some markets are not into hybrids. Some markets are not into electric cars. They don't have the system. They're not interested in them. They don't trust them. It really all depends on the idea what you think about the system itself. All right, everyone. Don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button. And you know what I'm going to ask you. Don't forget to give me a beautiful thumbs up that shows that you're interested in the video as much as I'm interested in making them. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.